I've studied sports psychology, and you've got to set realistic goals. You can't set goals that are too far out of your reach, and obviously you can't set goals that are too easily achievable. So you've got to set realistic goals, and hopefully once you achieve them, you set new ones and move on from there.
Student sports psychologist Shane Lee doesn't want to set himself impossible targets. He's seen too many young players bitterly disappointed trying to reach them. But at 22, he can't help avoiding the tag he's earned over the last couple of seasons as one of our most promising all-rounders.
It's in the air, going towards the boundary.
From the time the Wollongong lad won South Coast representation through his early teens, Shane's been a bowler, until some big knocks began to shuffle him up the order. So is he now a batsman who can bowl a bit?
As it turned out last year, I did a lot more batting than I did bowling, and just the way it was. I suppose I wasn't taking as many wickets, and I was scoring a few runs, so other guys weren't scoring as many runs, so I went up the order, and but I still probably consider myself as more of a bowling all-rounder.
Any confusion is easily come by. Shane's first-class batting average is nearly 40, which is slightly lower than the number he's averaged for his wickets for the Blues. But Shane's bowling average is fast falling. This year, it's been closer to 20.
It's gone again, and he's got it. What a catch! That is a classic.
A graduate of the national under-17 and under-19 sides, Shane's in his 6th year of first-class cricket. He spent most of his time at the Campbelltown Club, southwest of Sydney. But this year, lured by free board and expenses in an apartment with views like this, Shane moved up market to Mossman by the sea.
I got plenty of flack over that, but the main reason was I was always travelling from Wollongong to Campbelltown to play, and I was spending up to 15 hours a week in the car. So, I've decided to move to the city, and there's not too many better places than Mossman, so I'm enjoying living there.
Shane's captain of a club that's wallowed at the bottom of the Sydney competition for 5 years. But Mossman is backing on a resurgence with the help of local sponsors, an unknown benefactor, new blood and the Lee family. So does the young fella show any promise or not?
He's got a lot of talent, Green. He should go a long way if he puts his mind to it.
Along with Shane have come brothers Brett, 19, and Grant, 17. All learnt the game and gamesmanship in WSC, Wollongong serious cricket, at home in the backyard.
Brett always tells a story where I batted for one day, I scored 300 odd, not out, and I got him out first ball and went inside after that, so he wasn't really happy.
About 6 times he was out, so but he just wouldn't take it, which is pretty common in the backyard for Shane not to take it. But
he wouldn't walk?
No, he wouldn't walk, never would walk. But I've got in there, not a very experienced or very good batsman. I've got out for a golden duck, so he just walked in and said thanks for coming. So
there was no second innings?
No second innings at all.
Like Shane, Brett has just finished a stint at the AIS in Adelaide, but unlike his brother, doesn't as yet have the bat to fall back on. Courtesy of a back injury, Brett couldn't open up when we saw him, but good judges say he's the fastest of the Lees.
I've been told that I'm the fastest because I'm mainly a fast bowler, so I'd probably say I have to be the fastest, whereas Shane and Grant are just mainly bowling all-rounders, so they don't have to really bowl at an express pace, but have to have their bane to back them up sort of thing, whereas myself, I rely mainly on my bowling, so I suppose I have to be quick at what I do. I'm
probably more the type that tries to swing the ball. Brett really hasn't sort of developed that sort of thing yet. He just tries to bowl quick and knock their stumps out, and he does that on occasions, yeah.
While we wait for Brett and Grant, Shane's time is nigh. There's talk of possible one-day duties at national level, but Shane's goals are still one tier down.
If I take 30, 35 wickets this year and score 500-600 runs, that'll be a good year for Shane Lee, but I'm not really one to sit down and do that. I just want to do well for New South Wales, and things will follow from that.